Building permits. Before you build any house in Ghana, you need what we call a building permit. This is one of the most difficult documents you can ever get before you can actually start the footings or foundation of your house. And it's not so difficult, but there's too much corruption in Africa here. Too much corruption in the system. Why? This is a young guy who just left Dubai. Kojo Forest, or what is his name? He left Dubai, came to Ghana here just to get building permits, and it's been this to that, from that to this. Why? The system is so corrupt to the extent that they try to tell us it's not corrupt, but we can just see clearly that it's corrupt. Recently, I went to the mosque, and then we have people from the municipal assembly. They came to the mosque after the prayer. They were given a chance to talk to us. And what they were saying was, building permit. They were sensitizing us about building permits. Telling people now, when you come for the building permits, the maximum time you can get is within 3 months and stuff. And people just didn't love the topic, because we are just seeing that it's too difficult to get it. It's not so difficult as it has been documented, but the people in the the municipal and the district assembly, they devise ways and means to actually dupe people. These are serious allegations, but everyone is complaining. This is what everyone says. You understand? They dupe people according to what people say. Just read the comment section of this guy's video, and you get fed up. Why? So one thing is that when the guy went for the building permit, he actually started 1.5 months chasing for this building permit, and before the permit could come, when they brought the bill, because they had to go and visit the site and assess it before they give you the bill. So when the bill came, they even added penalty. You have wasted the time, and you added penalty on the person. And when he asked about the penalty, they told him that they asked about the penalty because sometimes some people will go and start building when they were not given building permit. So according to the guy, it means that they always anticipate that they will frustrate you so that you go and start building, so that they can charge you the penalty. So they were calling him to come so that they can negotiate. This is corruption. This is pure corruption. What negotiate? Negotiate what? Negotiate what? This kind of money, most of them don't go to the municipal assembly. They don't go to the right channels. They go into the pocket of the authorities. Because when you come there, the thing is, you are supposed to pay 5,000 Ghana cedi. You are supposed to pay 10,000 Ghana cedi. He would say, don't worry. He will go and start with 15,000. Then he will drag you to you and say, if you don't want to pay the 10,000, 15,000, you come and let's negotiate. You will come and then you will give him 7,000. He will put 1,000 Ghana cedi for the district, and the 6,000 will go to his pocket. This is the corruption people are doing. It's not only the municipal assembly. All the government entities, it has to be refined. Everyone is complaining. They have developed ways and means they can. If you go to DVLA today, you understand, I'm not talking about today, but what people always complain is that when you go there and you want to pass through the right direction, you will definitely see somebody in the right staff trying to corner you at the junction, trying to corner you aside. Even when you went to the office directly, they will try to corner you aside. Find ways and means they can act. Like, it is everywhere. Through the land registration, everywhere. It's just too much. Everyone is trying to find ways and means, corrupt means. So that is why I say, if you have the means, some things like this, they will just waste your time. They will just waste your time. So if you don't have the means, they will just waste your time. If you have the means, you pay more and you get things done quick. Which one do you want to choose? Let me know in your comment section. But I just want you to know that getting a building permit is one of the most frustrating, documents you can ever get in Ghana, especially if you choose to do it yourself and not pass through anyone. You understand? Everything that you do, there are agents. It is only this agent that can help you get a thing. But even those agents, they always escalate the price. That's why it is good you do it yourself. If you did it yourself, though you're going to go through some frustration over there, but it will be better than paying an agent. You understand? Unless the agent is your relative or anything. Most of the government entities, that's what happened. The monies don't go directly to the right, coffers. People hoard them. We have to change. These are allegations that have been made. See you.
Look, 90% of people in Ghana actually build without building permits, fire service, EPA, and all of that. And then you normally think that these people are maybe irresponsible, not law abiding, until you actually be the one to try and follow the right procedure and follow the right processes. Because tell me why I literally traveled all the way from Dubai to Ghana for the purpose of, getting some few projects going on for my properties company. And then I've been chasing EPA permit and then the assembly's building permit for the last 1.5 months, literally almost 2 months. Guys, I literally started this process 2 weeks before I dropped down to Ghana. I've been in Ghana for almost a month now. And can you imagine that? Just for the assembly to visit the site, evaluate the property with the plan, and then quote me how much I'm supposed to pay, right, as a permit and get on with my project. We've just had such a crazy and long bureaucratic process. And finally, they bring the price quotation, and then they put the price there and then a penalty. I'm like, what is the meaning of the penalty? They're like, it's a standard practice, and that's because they assume that you have already started the project. And if you have not started the project, they're going to take the penalty away. It means that you're already preparing your mind to accept that people should go ahead and build without permits. Now, for those of us that don't want to go through that route and want to be law-abiding, literally disciplined citizens waiting, you're going to keep wasting our valuable time. Because guess what? They want you to get so frustrated that you go ahead and begin the project so that they can finally and actually include the penalty. I don't know who benefits from that penalty, by the way. Maybe it's a special money that goes into the executive's pocket. So because of that, they would rather prefer delaying approving your permit just because they know that you're going to get frustrated, go ahead, and then they're going to add that penalty. But how does it help anybody? Now, finally, you bring the quotation. I'm like, I've not started my project. I'm waiting for you to give me the final bills. Like, okay, come, let's negotiate. And we can... Bro, for what? This is really getting out of hand. And whoever needs to hear this or whoever needs this information to get people who are in authority to get on their toes, to get the right things done, we're building a nation. A nation building, every angle, every arm is relevant, right? And which arm of our, let's say, operations contribute farthest to the development of a country than the building sector? So why delay? Why just, keep us in the loop? Who does it benefit? Forward this to anybody that needs to hear this. Peace.
Subscribe to BTG to talk business.